Hello, collective. Welcome into your reading today. I am so excited to have you here. The growth of this channel is really going right now over the last couple of months, and I have you guys to thank for that. So, thank you so much for all of the likes, shares, subscribes, comments, donations. I appreciate you guys so much. So thank you. When I sat down to meditate today, I had a super cool thing that I noticed. Something on my table has moved. I did not place it this way. Probably from turning my notebook over, this happened. But I'm going to bring the camera down and show you what that is. Also, just to let you know, the hummingbird is out here just hanging out, bird on a wire. He's sitting on my lights and just hanging out. And I kind of feel that leads into this message too of we are coming into a time of a calm down. So all morning I'd been kind of getting this energy like coming down off of a high. You know, you've been really busy, maybe a lot of things to do. We just had a holiday weekend, people being very active, socializing, and now it's kind of a coming back down. So we are going to get an energy check in. I got some chakra cards here, and we're going to go into that. But first, let me show you what happened on my table. Here we go. Okay. When I sat down here, I realized that this feather is on top of a piece of tourmaline. And I just had the image of this lightness on top of something very stable, very grounded. And that feels like the energy that we are stepping into now. And as I meditated, I got a lot more messages on this. So we're going to go into that and pull some chakra cards and see what we need to know. So let me put the camera back up for you. Okay, so that was pretty cool. That visual, it feels like you will feel that message. This lightness on top of something very stable and solid. It feels like you can feel that internally. And as I was moving stuff around, a few cards just fell off of the top of this deck. So I want to take a look at those real quick before I tell you the channeled messages here. We have crown chakra stones. Let's see here. They can be used to open, balance, and heal the crown chakra. Selenite can be used to open and activate. This stone also cleanses the auric field and clears blocked energy. Now, this tourmaline is also very cleansing. Clear quartz is good for amplifying the energy in this chakra. It brings a heightened spiritual awareness and expands consciousness. Amethyst is great for meditation and helps you to understand the root cause of imbalance, including revealing destructive behavior. Okay, remember that part because 333 on the timer. This is important. This goes along with the channeled message that I got. Root chakra and imbalance. Okay. Now, interestingly enough, what also came out is crown chakra essential oils. Okay, so we've got a lot going on with the crown here. Connect with your crown chakra by burning candles, oils, and incense with enlightening scents such as myrrh, camphor, and frankincense. Okay, this also goes along with the message. It's that enlightening, okay? So we got some enlightening happening here. What else? Strengthening the solar plexus activity. Okay, earlier, I did kind of a recall my energy back. Like I said, I was feeling this. We were so busy. And I feel like when things like that happen, we can get caught up and maybe leave some of our energy behind somewhere. When we've been somewhere and it's like when you go on vacation, right? You go, you have a great time, and then it's time to go home and you're like, oh, I don't want to go home yet. Like, this was so fun. And there was something about the fact of recalling your energy back to you so your energy goes with you when you leave. And if you're already gone, you can still do this. So it goes along with that theme of soul retrieval and really calling your energy back. And I did that today when I was taking a very cleansing salt bath and using lavender oil. And I had the strangest sensation. It started at the top of my stomach and went down. It felt like from the solar plexus through the sacral, just kind of a whoom, like this energy went back inside of me is the only way I can describe it. It was interesting. I don't think I've ever felt anything like that. What is the other card? Balancing the solar plexus. Shut up. Wow. So 2 cards about the crown chakra and 2 cards about the solar plexus. Okay. We're going to get into a little bit more of those. I may go into those cards in a moment. I feel like I'm supposed to look at what's on the bottom of the deck. Throat chakra stones. So there's a lot of information here about stones. I'll hold this here if you want to screenshot it. In fact, I'm going to do that with these other 2 that I did not read. If you would like to know how to strengthen, you can screenshot this. And this is about, oh, don't do it. Dropped it. Out of balance. Okay, as I pause that to retrieve this card, I will show you this while I'm talking. It stopped on 656. And what that makes me think of is 6 is, I think about refocus. And then in the middle of this refocus, there's a change. So I feel as if a point of focus in your life is shifting and you're refocusing into another. Okay, that makes sense with this message of the super excitement time and coming back into a calmer. It feels tranquil. That seems to be the word to describe this feeling that I am getting. So the message that I got during meditation is I saw a water drop and how the water spreads after that drops in. Then I was seeing green circles. There was 2. There was one inside of another, almost like a target. And this is when I was asking for direction. So this feels very strongly related with Metatron. Then as I went more inward, there was like a red haze. And then imagine this is on fire, okay? And the smoke streaming, it was like a very thin and wide layer of smoke rising in front of this red haze. And then a blue spiral. It reminded me a lot of this image, and it was spinning. So that's giving me that thought about with the Light Seers deck, the Ace of Swords, which was just in the last reading, I believe. This, your higher consciousness, it's something about spiraling up. Okay, we'll go more into that. Now, what was super interesting, I know black tourmaline, I always think of it as protection. But what else was that it talked about? I just felt guided to look this up, and I'm glad I did, because so in the original language, tourmaline, I think may have been the word, something like that, but the meaning is stone of many colors. So perhaps you've been working with tourmaline and they're saying that's working, or to help ground and balance the solar plexus, the crown chakra, because we've had so much new energy come in and we're integrating that working with these stones could be helpful. It was 10:10 on the timer as I said that. So it helps with protection, energetic cleansing, which is what I was saying about coming down off that high and leaving some of your high energy somewhere else, calling it back to you, okay? And then emotional balance. So when we are emotionally balanced, thinking about that with the solar plexus, like you may have been in drive, go, 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 go. Oh wow, I just got a kind of a head spin there. Interesting, these spinnings. Something about grounding this in. We are grounding this in to the root, returning our energy back to us. It helps transform dense negative energies into lighter positive vibes. Well, that's the feather on top of the tourmaline, right? It also, super interesting here, when it's heated or pressurized, it it generates an electric charge. Did you know that? I feel like I should be holding it right now. Yeah. Oh, something flipped here. And it helps balance the chakras, which is why I grabbed this deck. Improve circulation. So then again, that's the spinning image that I was getting, right? And it helps relieve chronic stress, that go, go, go. So it was 12:12 on the timer. That could be significant for someone. You could have felt as if you were stuck in a survival mode and that you're coming out of that's the refocus, like that 656, you were focused on one thing. Now things have changed. There's a change happening. And now we're focusing on this instead. So a lot of self-care. Sacral chakra, affirmations. I have complete peace from within. That I'm being reminded of calling that power back in, and it's sinking in to my gut. We have heart chakra. Open the heart chakra. Burn essential oils, candles, and incense with scents of rose, lavender, orange, and jasmine. This feels to me like that self-care, bringing that back to you. Gotta say it was 13:13 on the timer. We are aligning with what's right for us mentally, spiritually, physically. There is an alignment taking place right now because something has shifted. We'll see if we can get more into the shift. I'm going to write myself a note. So staying very present right now. We have another sacral affirmation. So this seems to be very important. So the last video was about basically that you were taking more chances, and every single time you take a chance, you create that stability within yourself. You're creating, like, look, I did that. Did it turn out exactly like I thought it would? Maybe, maybe not. But every time you do it, you walk away with a sense of, okay, well, I tried that. It worked. That was great. Or it didn't work. What could I do different? There's something about that, about recognizing your own solid foundation and stability. This is strengthening that chair, that throne that you sit in as the emperor, as the empress, and uniting them. I just had an image of the empress sitting on the emperor's lap in the throne. I like it. I am radiant, beautiful, creative, and enjoy a healthy and passionate life. How funny that I just said that about her sitting on his lap. So this passion could definitely stem with love as well. Okay. Um, this feels like a super fun reading. I kind of feel like Hathor must be around because he always brings a funny energy to me. That or my cousin Justin. Maybe they're in cahoots working together here for this reading. So staying in the present. Okay. I don't know if I turned this over or not, but I'm seeing balancing the crown chakra. So there's a lot. We've got crown, solar plexus, and sacral out here. So can you tell us, what is this change? I feel very drawn to this. It feels as though it has something to do with the moon phases. We are approaching a new moon. Oh gosh, maybe in a week. Might be sooner than that. I can't, the date's not coming to my mind at this moment. Oh, yeah, because they're saying stay in the present. Yes, we might be approaching this new moon, but where we're at right now, this phase is super important. And interestingly enough, I just looked up and I saw 1646. So this, which would be that stability in between the refocus, right? Stay in the now, stay in the present, in the keep stabilizing and grounding and integrating all of these exciting moments that you've had. Ground them in. Allow them to show you a new level, I'm hearing, of firmness, of stability, of confidence, of success. Be bold and make the first move. So this is a very fixed energy. The cardinal moon. This is that red haze. And what I saw was the smoke coming up before it. And you kind of get that impression here of this haze, but it's thin. Like you can see through this. Okay. That's amazing, to be honest. I started to say it's super cool, but that really amazes me that that's kind of what I was envisioning to start with. Maybe you're having more moments like that. I mean, if you would like to share, I'd love to know. What is it that's happening for you that clarity is coming because you can see through, you can see more clearly now. And of course, that red relates to the root chakra and grounding that in. So bottom of the deck, we have show the world the real you. A time for healing. And don't let your past hold you back. South Node. Okay. I didn't say it when this came out, but I was the Capricorn. You could be a Capricorn. You could be, it could be the house that Capricorn is in your chart. There's just something about Capricorn energy here that feels very significant. So that would be that action-oriented, that goal-oriented, on target, moving forward. But this doesn't feel like a race. This feels like a slow and steady climb. Like you know it's going to take you 3 days to get to the top of that mountain. So you are conserving energy along the way, taking care of yourself, eating properly, drinking lots of water, those electrolytes, filling your body with the nutrition that it needs. Because it is a time for healing. It feels like that's the whole reason you're going to the top of the mountain. Is that you know when you get there, that's where the spiritual enlightenment is. That's this crown chakra. Okay. What else? So when I saw that feather on top of the tourmaline, I saw a card from this deck. And so let's see what else we need to know about this. Okay. They're also reminding me, like when you climb a mountain, the air is thinner. 21:21 on the timer. And earlier was 12:12. The air is thinner. It's lighter. So perhaps you're speaking even with a more lightness to your voice, moving with a lightness in your body. Air energy, air, wind, communication, even thoughts. Thinking, okay, that's interesting thought. Thinking lighter. Thinking in a light manner. So this talked about transforming these dense energies. So if there's been a lot of confusion or clouds, it's something about lightening the mind space, this crown chakra. Okay. All right. This card, Phase Entanglement, card number 33. It's reminding me when I sat down here to turn on the camera, it was 3:03. So the number 33 is very significant here. Emotional influence. So if you've been out and about around a lot of people, maybe people were talking about you. You didn't even necessarily have to know this was happening, is what I'm feeling. It's just that, wow, underneath that is soul appreciation. And what did I say earlier about this soul retrieval, or retrieving your energy and bringing things back into balance? So perhaps just the act of being out and about around so many people in these super exciting times, you know, like looking back at pictures and saying, oh my gosh, I met her. Oh my gosh, he was so cool to talk to. Things like that we normally do. It could signify that that's a place that maybe we've left part of our energy at, the information that I'm getting. Letting go of urgency, surrender, freedom from time constraints. This is tranquility. This is that vacation, a vacation of the mind, a vacation of the solar plexus is what I'm hearing. A vacation of the sacral. Stepping out of this do, go, gotta, I should, and becoming present with yourself internally, recalling that energy back. and allowing yourself to rest when it needs rest. Card number 41, talent guides, spirit mentors, and teachers. Okay, so solar plexus, sacral, that is the very creative space, right? So sometimes our creativity needs some downtime also. I'm seeing someone writing notes or recording notes as they come in. Maybe just get it on paper so that you can revisit that when your energy is back up. Because right now, the hummingbird, can you believe this? It's been 25 minutes that I've been recording, and he's been sitting out here. He's hopped back and forth at different places, but he's been sitting there the whole time. This is not common. This is part of the message. Okay, now, retrieval. There's a card on the floor. There's one more here on the table. Your eternal spirit, card number 43. Higher self and sacred intuition. This feels like that water droplet. Your higher self being up here. This feels like that water droplet into the crown. Comes down. It's like letting it soak in. I feel as if we've been through an initiation, and now we're integrating that information, those experiences. We're integrating it to strengthen the root, your eternal self. So this is evolution of the soul. All right, what went on the floor? Past life guides. Card number 7, karmic lessons and present assistance. Be present. Be present in the now. So the ancestors, past life guides, could be coming through at this time, helping you. I'm hearing transmute these dense energies, like with the stones, working with stones, crystals, incense, essential oils. What else do you want the collective to know here about this? I feel as if you're not... Okay, how do I say this? By being in the present and allowing the guides, spirit to assist you through the stones, oils, salt baths, all of these things. You're tapping into an old, ancient secret of transmuting energy. Your brain might not comprehend this. Like, okay, I'm going to move the feather. Like, for the example, this tourmaline. Oh, I just got that kind of spirit wave again through my head. So heat and pressure. So the act of holding a stone in your hands will generate some heat, which in turn generates the electric charge. And it creates heat, and you can also press. You can create pressure. So you can do this in two ways. So something about holding this firmly even helps generate this electric charge that you in turn receive, in this case, through the chakras in the palm of your hand. Wow. It's almost like, oh, I need a burst of energy. So you just, maybe take 1 minute. Doesn't have to be long, but something about this transference when you're resting and meditating, being so helpful. Okay. And this is helping transmute all of that energy that all these people that you have been around recently. And maybe it hasn't been a lot of people. It could just be someone with a low vibration. And that's what you're transmuting. All right, just a few tarot here, and we're going to close this out. I love this message, and I feel a little surprised. Are you surprised by something? It's kind of like, wow, I didn't know that, or wow, I can't believe that. It's a shock. It's pleasant. But it's kind of like a wow moment, an aha moment, or wow, it's hard to believe this is really happening. I'm picking up on the energy. 10 of inspiration. That's that active doing, hard work, survival, closing out. 5 of emotions. These low vibrations, whether you've been in a low vibration or this could be some of the people around you, even though they were presenting a happy time. If people were drinking, maybe they were actually covering up emotions, and that was the cause of that. Or whatever, it doesn't have to be just something that we as humans do to cover up emotions. And we're taking this present moment to transmute this energy. 6 of emotions, 6 of cups. This is this past life energy. This is in the past. We are currently in the present transmuting a lot of old emotions, because this emotional balance, right? That's where we're coming to. And balancing the crown chakra is going to assist. And the past life guides, ancestors are here to assist us. And temperance. Of course. Perfect card to close this out. This is the current phase we are in. So whenever you're watching this, this is your current phase. When you resonate with this message, that's what I should say. That's more accurate. When you resonate, this is the phase you're in. Now, it just so happens we're maybe 2 weeks after a full moon. So we're kind of halfway in between, a very in between phase. And they're saying this in between is very, very, very significant for stabilizing your foundation of confidence, security. It's this rejuvenation. When that root chakra feels completely stable, that's like the feather on top. Then that stability can rise all the way through your chakras. That was cool. I don't even want to stop. Maybe I should do some form of an extended. One final card to close this out. This is a tarot deck that also has affirmation. I think it's called Daily Affirmations Tarot. All right. What is the final guidance to close out this reading? How are you going to seal the deal? Maybe lighting a candle? Working with incense or crystals? I'm curious. You can put it in the comments. Seal the deal with that, a like, a share, or subscribing to the channel if you enjoy these type of readings, if you resonate with them. We'd love to have you here. Absolutely. I can tell this is going to be a really fun collective. The more it grows, there's some really fun energies. It feels like bubbling up from people, like almost like your good vibe is catching. It's what's the term? Contagious. It's that kind of an energy that I'm feeling right now. All right, we have the Knight of Cups. I follow my heart with passion, bringing love and creativity to all I do. Oh my gosh. And it goes along with that affirmation. I'm radiant, beautiful, creative, and enjoy a healthy and passionate life. So confirming here. And the last one, Ace of Pentacles. I plant seeds of prosperity today, in the present, trusting they will grow into lasting abundance. I think that seals the deal. For sure. You are being offered a moment in time to sit back, allow your body to come into this tranquility and dream. It feels like dream, and just allow yourself to plant seeds in your mind with your body. And on the bottom of the deck, oh my goodness, you're kidding. The Emperor, I own my power, confidently structuring my path to my dreams. That's what we've been talking about the whole time. Your solidarity, your sovereignty, your strength, your courage. This Emperor embodies all the kings. He's been through the whole journey with every single suit. He's done it all. And now is grounding that in and planning his future by planting seeds in the most opportune time, which is now, while you're resting and feeling good and tranquil. All right, collective, that's what I have for you today. I hope this helps. I cannot wait to hear your comments. I'm excited. And I will see you next time. Until then, lead with love. Bye now.